Hey, in the year of 2000X, a super robot named Mega Man was created. Dr. Light created Mega Man. Stop the evil desires of Dr. Wily. However, after his defeat, Dr. Wily created 8 of his own robots to counter Mega Man. Hey, welcome to next series on the channel, Mega Man 2. I probably sound a little different. I got a new microphone thanks to some very generous friends over Christmas. So I'm very excited to get into recording some more. But now there's going to be probably some growing pains, let's say, while I get used to setting up this new microphone. It's a really nice Blue Yeti, so it's very sensitive. I've noticed every time I tap the desk even slightly, for instance like this, that you can hear it. So apologies in advance, I'm still getting used to it, still getting the settings right. So yeah, so there might be some difficulties, but I figured a nice and short game for me to get used to this microphone a bit, get back into the swing of things. So let's jump in. Now I'm playing normal, and I've actually got quite a bit of experience with this game. So there was a time, and it was several years ago, so probably not anymore, but I would admit, I would say myself, I was pretty good at this game. I got to the point of I was having fun speedrunning it in my own time. I never submitted anything. I think my best time was like 40 minutes to beat this game. There's no way I'm doing that now. For starters, I'm taking my time explaining things, but also yeah, it's been years since I've actually played the game, so I'm definitely gonna be rusty and I'm probably gonna die a few times, but yeah, I'm very familiar with the game at the very least, so I'm very excited to go back into playing it. So I'm gonna start with Bubble Man. Alright, let's just ignore those guys. Alright, we got some platforms that will fall if we don't jump on them soon enough. Hell yeah. Oh, it's good to be back. Alright, and here we fall down into the water. So I always like to start with Bubble Man just because I find this level to be one of the easier ones. Probably should have grabbed that. But also, in this underwater section, you can jump basically the whole way. There's not really any pits or anything in this one. The spikes are insta-kill, but otherwise, I always had a good time just going through this one because it's a lot easier to me to control how much I jump. Alright, there we go. Compared to, say, making sure I jump over pits and stuff. Especially because I can sort of make sure I undershoot it in my practice. Yeah, so I'm not going for anything fancy. I'm not trying to beat the game too quick or anything. This is just meant to be a regular playthrough with a bit of practice. Practice going for me. Let's see how much muscle memory comes back and how much I retain, really. So far I'm doing pretty alright by my standards compared to, say, like when I played through Mega Man 1, you know? It's weird that it really goes to show that a lot of it is just the level design and like how well you can navigate these levels and stuff. For me, it was just a lot of memorization. Like, these skills don't really transfer to the other games. Yeah, another reason is Bubble Man is one of the easier bosses to beat, but in that I believe he's one of the few that's actually kind of weak to your Mega Buster. There we go. And with that, Bubble Man down in the first 5 minutes. Hell yeah. Get equipped with Bubble Lead. Alright, and with that, we're going to jump over to Airman next. Airman is weak to Bubble Man's ability, and Airman will give us a very useful ability that I'll touch on when we get it. So that's why at the start of that order. I think you can technically, like, in a frame perfect kind of way, jump just to the edge and then jump over these spikes, but I never got the hang of that. Alright, I won't be shocked if this is where one of my first deaths comes in. I was not expecting to retain this much, I'll be honest. I'm already happy with myself. Ooh. Some of those jumps make you clinch just a little bit. Hell yeah, I got past that section just fine. Now, these episodes are probably gonna be a lot shorter just because otherwise it would be... this little game series would be done in like 3 parts or something, 4 parts. Not 3, like 4 or 5. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'll try and go for around 2 or 3 Robot Masters / 2 or 3 stages, I should say, per episode, and then that should give us a nice amount of... yeah, these episodes will be a bit more bite-sized compared to my last series, Pokemon Emerald, where the episodes could be upwards of 30 minutes. I don't know, it's just whatever the game requires, really, for progress. I like to base how long the episodes are on how much meaningful progress I can make, rather than, I mean, I have a rough set time of, like, I like episodes to try and be around 10-15 minutes, but yeah, if it's a bit longer, if the game calls for it, fair enough. If they're a bit shorter because they're a bit of a smaller game or shorter game, like this one, then fair enough there too. Alright, Airman. Alright, so we're gonna use Bubble Man power. No, I'm a fool. Hang on. I got it completely wrong. For some reason I was like, yeah, I go Bubble Man first to get his power. No, Airman's weak to him. Weak to just the Mega Buster. Whew, that was close. I made quite the blunder there, but I saved it. Alright, nice. That's 2 stages down. Get equipped with Air Shooter. And a message from Dr. Light. The other reason why I make sure to get Airman so early on is because we get item 2. Get your weapons ready. Item 2 is a excellent sort of platform you can summon and it'll just drive forward while floating in the air, sort of a hoverboard thing. But yeah, this episode's gonna be pretty short. Oh, I reckon I could do the 3rd one. Yeah, let's go for a 3rd. Why not? Put it up to about 15. But yeah, this episode's probably gonna be one of the longer ones just because I spent so much time rambling at the start. Alright, I'm gonna grab that because I'm probably gonna need it later. That's an energy tank. So basically from the pause menu we can refill our health anytime. That it's a one-time use thing though, so I know one of the last stages there's a boss that even when I was really good I would frequently still need to use an energy tank just to get through it. Okay, let's shimmy across. Alright, guys are gonna start coming through. This is a good place to sit and get your health back if you need it, like I kinda do. We did use the bubble power before, but it will thankfully be recharged between stages. Alright, not quite full health or anything, but hopefully it's good. Man, I forgot how fun it was to go through this. Maybe at some point I'll pick up doing the little speedrun attempts at this game. Start streaming it or something. That could be fun. That's that guy, that's that guy. Now that energy tank's a bit of a trap because I suppose I can do it now and I get the shot off the item too. There we go. So you can't actually jump back at all. It's, or at least at the very least, it's an incredibly tight jump. Actually, no, I think you can't make it. So you need item 2, which is a little platform. You just stand on it, and away it goes. It'll just keep going until it hits a wall or goes off screen. And so for every little bit that it's on screen, it uses up the energy there. So if you're sort of chasing after it, it's a bad idea. Because it just sort of... What is it? Yeah, it'll just keep using up your energy for it. Alright, Metal Man now. Now, and I forget if he's weak to... I don't think he's weak to any of the things we currently have. But, frankly, like you saw that, he's not the worst. Alright, there we go. That's Metal Man done. His power-up is, I think, probably one of my favorites, which explains why it's, like, one of his main moves when you play him in Smash Bros. The Metal Blade, which you can fire in any direction. The downside is, obviously, it has an energy amount, but also it's, what am I trying to say? Yeah, it's also, a lot of enemies it will just bounce off of, so it's not really the kind of thing you can use on just anyone. But anyway, that'll do it for today's episode. Next time on Mega Man 2, I'm going to be tackling, well, we'll start with Heat Man, and I'll tell you what we tackle after that. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully, I've got all the audio settings good on this. I'll tweak it between episodes, probably. Try and fine-tune it a little bit, but otherwise, yeah, I think that's good. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.